It's time for Coming in Hotter, Sens post-game show.
Live from the Sports Interaction studio, it's Coming in Hotter with Cody Gaudreault and Brent Wallace deciding to actually spend some time with me. How's it going, Wally?
I couldn't figure out anything better to do.
That's often how it goes. But thank you for spending your last moments being, 92 years old with me?
Wow. The show's over. What are we, like 13 seconds in? I will be 52 tomorrow.
Close enough. Close enough.
Yeah, no, it feels like 92, but yes. You kids today.
You damn kids taking too long after the games to get in. But man, happy early birthday. Everyone in the chat, I want to see some happy birthdays to Wally before
just stop.
before we get to the hockey game that we
I just have one question before we get to this game, which people are very upset about, which is fair. Where's the mug?
Don't worry.
I'm glad you didn't break it.
Yeah, no. I always have it like at least an arm's length away from me. Like if I'm at school, it's in a backpack or something. Like,
okay, just admit it is the perfect size. That's all I care about.
You know what? Literally, I was like, what is going on with all talking about the size? And then this is the water bottle I usually carry at school and stuff. This mug is carrying a good 3/4 of this.
It's 15 ounces. It's important. Everybody stop those happy birthday stuff. Okay.
Don't stop them, man. Don't stop them anywhere. All right. There's a hockey game that we just saw. Sens take the L in there. What did you see overall? And then we'll get to the big point of special teams that everyone already brought up.
Yeah.
But what's your general thoughts? 2-1 Sens.
So this game's weird. Like they set a season high in shots. I ended up with 41.
Yeah.
It never felt, except the first period, it felt lopsided 100%. But it never felt like, it just felt like late to pucks. Never won battles. It just, and they score the Zetterlund goal, which felt like too little, too late. They still had a chance at it, I guess. But I there felt like there was no heartbeat in that game from that team, and that's what I like. The one thing I will say, watching this game, they need another top six forward. They need someone to score a goal.
Yeah. Shane Pinto not being there obviously hurt a lot. We'll get to the power plays that didn't work out. There is two big holes on the power play. One is approximately 6'2" and Shane Pinto shaped. The other, obviously, Tom Chabot. Yeah. But yeah, 41 shots. I agree with you. How many of them actually look dangerous?
Like, did you feel like they had 41 shots?
No.
Right? There was no threat.
Did it feel like they had a hell of a lot more shots than the Blues? Yes.
Yeah.
But did any of those shots, I don't know, look dangerous or made Hofer look good? I'm sorry. No.
No. Too many passengers. And I know that's easy to say when you got hindsight, but there's just no threat. That power play is atrocious. I know they scored the Zetterlund goal in the power play, but there's just nothing being generated. And here's what I'm hoping, Cody, is we all know when you play hockey for 82 games, you go through lulls. I'm hoping this is a small lull, but I'm not sure. I don't think they can score goals right now. And that power play, I can handle this. If your penalty kill is really bad, but your power play is really good, okay.
Fair enough.
We can fix the penalty kill. We'll get to it. But when both of them are atrocious at the same time, it's tough. I'm frustrated. I might break out the panic button.
Damn,
it's close.
You know what? I don't blame you. I don't agree with it, but I don't blame you. Look, before this game, Sens were 23% on the power play. They're dropping out of the top 10 after this game for sure. They went 1-7. But yeah, just like you said, you have a bottom two penalty kill in the league. That we'll get to it because I know you have a different opinion from me on the subject that they need to practice. But yeah, there's just no excuse there, especially when you didn't generate 5-on-5. So
no momentum, no nothing.
Yeah. let's get to the few opportunities they did have.
Yeah, I have one question.
Oh boy. It's your fourth. I have one question of the
Is it
stream.
really? Okay.
We're
so
5 minutes in.
Yeah, okay. Just the last question, I swear, is if you had to pick a best player of the game for the Ottawa Senators, who is it?
Damn, Wally. Uh, Spence? I don't know.
Wow, okay.
Like,
I know Jake Sanderson played over 30. I think he played like nearly 31 minutes and had 6 shots. I
did
thought
he?
Giroux was really good.
Yeah, he didn't look bad. I'll give you that. I don't know. I'm saying Spence because maybe not because he played good, and that's more of Zoo being a little he ended up playing more minutes with Sanderson. We still
Yeah.
don't know what's up with Zoo, why he missed last game, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard because nobody. I want to say that nobody really played bad. It's just nothing
Nobody played
happened.
good.
Nobody played good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the Sanderson. So the one issue I have with Jake Sanderson tonight would be the second goal. And we ended up
Yeah,
being the winning goal. Like,
yeah.
I don't understand how you make that play. You know what it is? I think they're back to cheating again. They're back to
Yeah.
trying to think that the puck is going to end up here and it's not, rather than playing where you're supposed to play and guard who you're supposed to. Like, he just left Neighbors all alone. It made no
Yeah,
sense.
goals on screen now, and yeah, exactly. It's
12
Bushnevich, right?
seconds into the third.
It's Bushnevich that picks it up off the wall after, I don't know, Sanderson. I see him do that play a lot, but maybe that goes back to where you're coming from. Like, he's just sticking to what he's comfortable with, and I don't know. From the second period, it just felt like after that goal, especially, but maybe that was the start of it. It just felt like, guys, let's just get this game over with. Like, and especially Zub, like, yeah, he ties up another guy. I think it's Thomas, but then leaves the right side of the net where Sanderson isn't there yet, completely clear. Yeah, there's no reason Neighbors should have, room there. It's yeah.
Guys, leave a comment in the chat of what you think of tonight's game. Lots of people are just I like Jack Sanderson. I think Sandy's been asked to do too much with Shabby out. I don't believe that to be the case. Although playing 31 minutes would
I was gonna say that's
point to me being wrong.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
But I don't think he's being asked to do too much. I think he is doing too much. And
31
being put on the ice on a 31 minutes is tough. But we've watched that. Thomas Shabbat's played over 30 minutes tonight. We watched Erik Karlsson play over 30 minutes. It's not uncommon. It's just tough when you are lacking help on the blue line.
So just one last question then. Is it a lack of trust in, guys like Clevin, guys like Spence and the other guys?
No.
Or is it just he's that good, but he's like the only good option?
So it's same when they had Thomas Chabot as the only option or Erik Karlsson. Like, they're just in a different level. So you look down the bench and you go, I could put Tyler Clevin on the ice, or I could put Jake Sanderson on the ice. That makes it pretty simple, right? Like, so you find ways to work them. And plus, when you have 7 power plays, your ice time is good. I'll only double check. He played 8:37 of power play time tonight. 31:04 overall. 8:37 on the power play. 6 shots.
The power play thing makes sense, but I mean, with that logic, wouldn't Sanderson be on the ice 30 minutes a game even with Chabot in?
No, because Shabbat's your second power play guy. Like, there were times when, especially not the last power play, I think the 6th power play, it was Sanderson who started with Giroux in the second power play unit. Mm-hmm. They're just trying to find some spark because they had none. That power play was atrocious.
I mean, I'm looking for words to describe, and the only thing that pops up is slow. Like, we've talked about it before, at least here on the post-game show, where it's always looking for the perfect pass instead of, simple play, pucks on goal. But here, they were still going for those, fancier plays, but there was no like motivation behind it. Like at least when they try it before, at least they do it
Yeah.
fast. At least they know where they're going with the puck. At
Yeah.
least there's always an open
Yeah.
guy. But this
Uh,
time it was just, oh, you take it. No,
Okay.
you take it.
I have one more last question.
Uh,
Would you
Jake,
put
next time? Jake. Next time Wally's on, we need a last question counter. If not, I'll start keeping score here.
So my last question after what are we like 8 minutes in is would you put Brady Tkachuk, Tim Stützle, and Drake Batherson back together?
So I want to say yes. Didn't work out on the power play. Why would it work 5-on-5?
The power play is different though, and that power
Is
play
it,
has
though?
zero. Absolutely, it is.
Is it?
Yeah,
Because if you can't
because in the
generate on the power play,
you're more static. You're more standing around. You're more trying to make fancier plays. 5-on-5, it's more grind.
so you'd switch
But
out Zetterlund and Batherson then?
flip them. Yeah.
Flip them? Yeah. But Zetterlund's the hottest player right now, I'd argue.
So I just asked you the question.
And I'm saying,
Would you? I just want a yes or no.
well, I'm saying no.
Okay.
There's, I don't know. How many times do we talk about lineup changes? And,
There's
I don't
something not right.
send
How do I
Kachuk
put this
back to the
properly?
IR for all I care. Like
No, settle down. There's something that's not
clicking.
meshing with Brady and Tim right now. Like that line doesn't generate what I think it should, right? As your top line. So I really
GCJ
like the
saying we
way
need a
Drake
last question
Batherson.
gif.
I really like the way Drake Batherson plays with Tim Stützle. And so I would move them to see if it generated more. That's all. That's what I like.
No, that's. Can I suggest something even crazy that literally just popped into my mind that you're going to hate me for?
Oh,
Don't answer that question. Somehow you make it work, and I know I want to see your reaction to this because you're going to hate me.
it's not true. You're one of my
Cousins,
favorite people.
Stützle, Batherson on a line. Who plays the other center? I don't know.
No,
I don't care.
no. That's just nonsense right now. Because you don't have Shane
don't have
Pinto,
Pinto?
and you don't have Lars Eller. Your weakest spot right now is arguably the middle of the ice.
Well, even with those two injuries, you still have at least on paper, a pretty average
No, it's
center core. No?
listen. If no, come on now. If you
Is Greg not a third line center
no,
in the rest of the NHL?
No,
No?
he's a winger. Yeah, 100%. He's a winger.
Well, he's a natural center.
He's a natural center from junior. The game in the NHL is different. He is a winger.
If you're in the NHL, no. If you're good enough to play in the NHL, you're telling me playing a different part of the ice just messes up your game that much?
Okay.
What then? Why did they put him at center with Pinto? With
because
Pinto
they don't have a choice at the moment.
You could call someone up. You can put another guy there. I don't know.
Just name it. Okay, so arguably, again, this is my problem with the Ottawa forwards. It's not deep enough. They don't have someone else to put there, which is why Hayden Hodgson. So we can argue the Arthur Kaliev stuff all day, and arguably should he be called up to be a winger? Maybe. Could he take David Perron's spot on the second line? Maybe. But the argument is right now, like, I think he's staying there while this NHL investigation or whatever it is continues on until something is settled there. I don't think Ottawa wants the distraction anywhere near the locker room.
Yeah, those who are wondering those who are wondering why I was saying that last game, it's I don't think it's a question of should or shouldn't Kaliev be called up. It's a question of will he or won't we? And I just don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
Right. So let's take him out of the lineup or out of the equation.
Yeah.
Ottawa doesn't have somebody else, arguably in the minors, that can play better than Ridley Gregg in any spot. on the roster to call up.
I
So, which
agree
is
with
why
that.
Hayden Hodgson's been called up.
Which I said would surprise me last game, but I'm kind of backing up on those words. It makes sense to call him back up, instead of putting in McDermott. To you, does that kind of
Yeah.
signal, because we don't know much about what's going on with Pinto? To you, does that get alarm bells of, hey, this is worrying about Pinto, like long term versus short term wise? I mean,
Well, so Travis Green said minimum 2 weeks, and then he went on to say it's probably more. Doesn't seem like it's very positive at the moment. So I think 2 weeks is an easy. He will surpass that. I
okay,
think you're looking at 3 to 4 weeks. So if that's the case, like this,
it's
and I don't know what Lars Zeller's deal is. He's not skating. Day to day could mean. I mean, Linus Ullmark was day to day, and he missed like 2 months.
yeah,
So I don't know what that means for Lars Zeller. So we'll see. I just think the middle of the ice is a big concern right now. And so it's back to your point. I'm not moving Dylan Cousins out of the middle of the ice at the moment.
yeah. It's just something that you never see, that I felt like suggesting to Rage Bait. Why not? Why not move the guys around? Jack Hughes is technically a center that never takes face off. So why not play around with the positions a little bit? Revolutionize the
100%.
game of hockey.
But because I'm coaching the Ottawa Senators suddenly, need Dylan Cousins on a second line. Who are you putting there
As a center?
right now without Shane Pinto or Lars Eller? Who are you making as your second line if Dylan Cousins is playing with Tim Stützle and Drake Batherson?
Yeah, you're right. Your only option becomes Greg, doesn't it? Or Halliday, but
yeah.
or you get a winger.
And Travis
to play
Green
center.
alluded to Stephen Halliday today, who's says come a long way. He's learning a lot.
Another point.
Another
point.
Yeah.
To him.
He has to like get stronger, make better reads, be kind of quicker, and he'll figure it out. He's like, but he likes his upside. But right now, Stephen Halliday is a fourth line player on this team. And it goes back to, like, if you look at the standings right now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they're updated. Ottawa's now 14th in the Eastern Conference, above Florida and Buffalo, tied with Toronto.
Yeah.
Like,
correct.
You don't have time for Stephen Halliday to learn on the job. You got, like, they need help. I don't know how else to put this. They've got to figure out how to find somebody. And maybe, like, I will gladly take anybody in the chat right now to argue with me. But I don't know another option. Like, you're just not getting it from anybody else. They need something else in that lineup.
You're right, but the question becomes, where do they get it from? Because
100%. Like, and I'm not, that's way above my pay grade. So Steve Staios needs to figure out money, contracts, moving around, like all that stuff.
Someone said call up Tyler Boucher and hope he lives up to being a 10th overall pick.
Okay, so I want to drop the 10th overall pick stuff because he's not that. I think we can all agree he's not that player. I think he's a really good player, but I don't think his ceiling's above a third line player.
At this
Maybe
point?
like
No.
I'd like to see him. I'd have to watch him play in Belleville a little bit more to see if he's got that in him. Because the game in the NHL is just ridiculously different and quick.
Yeah.
And if you don't figure it out quick, then you look silly. And I'd like to see what Tyler Boucher can do. I'm 100% with that comment of letting him play here. I just don't know if he's ready to do it yet.
I mean, I was kidding a little bit, but since we're talking about a guy in the minors and not this game that we're watching real quick, I got to see him play for the 67s a little bit. And, he's big for a junior guy, but he's not big in the NHL. I think he's just about 6 foot.
Yeah.
But he was such a menace on the ice for the 67s. He didn't hit a lot, but he hit he hit more than average, but he didn't hit a crazy amount, but he hit hard. And then you can't hit as hard as you do in junior as you do in in the pros. So I think that's where the downfall, I guess, kind of comes. But yeah, I'd love to see him. Why not giving a chance at this point? But yeah, let's talk about the Blues. I'll throw in two. Ridley Gregg. He's got 2 points in 5 games against St. Louis. So I don't know. Maybe I was hoping a little bit of
What?
an extra spark from him. When we
Yeah,
talk about
just
the bets, it'll make sense. But
go ahead. Just I don't know why the chat is just nonsensical tonight. Just everybody settle down. We're not trading Timmy and Brady. Just stop. Anyway, go ahead.
Couple of just little moments I saw. Greg and Giroux going on a 2-on-1 the other way. Greg kind of just gets his pass a little bit off to the side. Giroux, he's forced to he gets it on his backhand, tries to make a move, can't get it past Hofer. Like that just, I don't know. That was one step of the whole, just nothing's working out because it's probably the first time it felt like a dangerous chance for the Sens in that game.
Good,
I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Apart from that, how scared were you when Brady Tkachuk got something right in the eye, got a stick right in the eye? In the moment when I saw just him just holding his eyes, and as soon as I heard 4 minutes, I was like, okay, wait, he's seeing blood, he's holding his eyes, something's going on. I overreacted, thankfully. But yeah, what was going through your mind?
I'll be honest, like I saw the stick, but I didn't think it was in. Like if it's in your eye, it's a whole lot different reaction once he's up with the trainer. And so I thought when I saw him with Dom, it was near the eye, just wasn't in his eye. And I'm like, if it's all good, he should be back. But
And he was real quick.
yeah, like it's never fun to see, and until you really know what's going on. But I thought he'd be fairly okay.
Well, I guess you're used to being right?
No, you just see it a lot, right? I've just come across it and seen it a lot where the initial reaction of anytime you get a stick puck, anything near your face, eye, your initial reaction is like what the hell has happened? And then it settles down a bit after. That's all.
I've seen it happen a lot over the mains. Okay, we get it. You're old. But speaking of seeing the same thing repeatedly, pretty much happened to Matt and Paolo too, where he gets a stick close to his eyes, but turns out it was his own stick.
Yeah.
Sens got a little bit lucky on the power play. Well, getting a power play there, which, you get 7 power plays in a game. It's hard to say you didn't get lucky with the calls. But that one specifically, I want to say that's, where the Sens got lucky. They got lucky on a couple. That Giroux penalty too, I didn't really like. Like, I'm not really going to call it a hook. Chad is still going crazy, guys. Come on, let's be nice over here. But I don't want to get too bogged down in the officiating. Last time you were on the show, Wally, you brought up that yes, the PK is a problem, but it's something that we just have. The Sens are just going to have to hope it figures itself out for the rest of the season. I know those aren't the exact words you use. Yes. So I brought up, why don't they practice it more? And you responded.
They do.
Well, you responded that there's limited practice time. And like I said last show, this is becoming a big problem for the Sens.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Do you think they will? And do you think they should start actually dedicating practice time to the penalty kill?
But it is dedicated. Like, what does dedicated mean?
Do you want me to take out a dictionary?
Like no. I don't want you to be. I'm not trying to be an ass. My point is, if they do it in practice, because practice it in practice seems weird. Is that not dedicated? Like they did it today, so they do.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they do it every like.
Well, when I was there on Thursday, they didn't really.
Was Thursday was a game day morning?
Yeah,
just came back from the road trip, right?
Yeah.
When it's hard for me to remember them not doing special teams every practice at some point.
Okay.
So they did, and I'll tell you, like today's practice,
you see it more.
It's 15 minutes. It's a morning skate. It's always 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They'll do line rushes, breakouts. They did some cycle drills, and then they did power play, penalty kill.
Okay.
Like I don't think it's a system. Oh, no, I can't. No.
Here, Annie bringing it up in the chat. They just don't extra practice the PK, which is kind of what I'm trying to say. Like if you have the second worst PK in the league and it's causing you this much problem, you should be overcorrecting the problem almost at this point.
So, but we don't see all the video they do. We don't see all the conversations they have. We don't see any of that stuff.
That's true.
So I don't believe for a second they're not talking about it. They're not trying to deal with it. They're not trying to fix it.
Well, my point
I don't
is
know what I'm wondering if
we
it
haven't
is
seen much of an improvement so far.
No, but I like, is it a personnel issue? Are they just not quick enough? This isn't a really quick hockey team. Like we've talked about this before. Like I don't know that the foot speed on this team is where it needs to be elite. And I think that shows up more often in the penalty kill, which is the way it's built is on pressure. And they just don't pressure the puck enough.
Well, if it's a personnel issue, why aren't like what's going on compared to last year? Because last year we weren't talking about this. Well, last year
I know, but every year's
every
year's different. So Claude Giroux, David, like our, I guess not David Perron, our guys just not quick enough. Our injury's a big part. No Shane Pinto tonight. Like,
yeah,
they have yet to have a full roster, and I think only one game out of the 27, 28, they've had a full complement of their forwards. I think maybe two.
Was there even one?
It's one or two, maybe one or two. When Brady came back, was Ridley still out?
Ridley was.
There's a little over. I can't remember if it's one, but it may be one game out of this year that they've had all the forwards.
Either way, it's not a lot.
They've not had a full roster because Shabbat's been on the lineup. So regardless, the entire year they haven't had an entire roster. But my argument is they're just not good enough with the personnel they have to do that penalty kill.
Yeah,
and I think Travis knows what he wants, understands what he wants to do. I just want them to fix it, whatever that is. But I believe they're so entrenched in how they're doing this that they're not changing their entire system of penalty kill, which is hard to watch.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Moving on. This is me setting something up, but I expected I talked about it last game. Sens owe something at home, right? It's been a month that they didn't play at home. They didn't play well against the Rangers. They didn't play well tonight. Heading into it, I expected them to be like, "Hey guys, we owe our fans a good show at home." So I thought they would be, coming out of the game hot.
Okay, here's a question. Do you think they play any different? Thinking, oh, tonight we owe it to the fans to play harder?
I mean, yes and no, but it's got to be at the back of their mind.
No, they just want to win the game. They don't care anything else other than winning. They don't come out and go, man, you know what? Tonight's not a big deal. We'll just mail this one in.
I mean, I'm just saying that because that's the mentality I had behind my bets. Maybe not the mentality that that they had. But yes, this segment is brought to you by Sports Interaction Sportsbook and Casino. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. Bet the action on every period, every shift, every shot with Canada's homegrown sportsbook, Sports Interaction. Ontario only, 19 plus. Please play responsibly. I was getting to it. I'll start all the way at the bottom here. Sens to score first is what I decided to put money down. Like I said, coming out of the gate hot, and then, just that's not the way it came. And then the whole first period going, 0 goals in. But yeah, Greg and Sanderson. Greg, I just, playing center. He said it himself. He's more comfortable. He likes it more playing center. And then again, not that he played bad, didn't get the goal, had a couple of, shots. But it didn't work out. And then Sanderson, just because I saw the double chance, he's another guy who you never know. So he could, pull something out at any moment. And then this is my first time heading into this type of bet on the show. Both teams to score 2+ goals. I said no, but it's not the team that I expected to score less than 3 goals that got it down. Well, they both did. sorry there. It just, yeah, sorry, 2-1. They both scored less than 3. But yeah, I thought to me, there was no chance that Blues were going to put a lot of goals on the board, and they didn't. But like I said, I just expected the Sens to just score more, and they had the opportunity.
See, going into the last Blues game when they were in St. Louis was like, well, St. Louis hasn't scored more than 2 goals in like 6 straight games. Don't worry, won't be an issue. They scored 4. So I bailed on talking about whether or not St. Louis would score.
Did I just
3 or more
pull a
goals.
Wally? I might have just pulled a Wally.
Listen, I believe I've nailed more parlays than you have this year. That's all I'm telling you.
I don't do parlays, man.
What is this?
It's not a parlay. That's 3 separate bets, man. Come on.
See, if you're not doing a parlay, you're not doing it right.
Says you.
Wow.
When have you ever done, 3 different bets? Diversify, man.
What are you talking about? Okay.
But yeah, that was just my mentality going in. I expected the Sens to just get an early start, but
I agree with you. I thought they were actually going to have a little bit of a jump, and they did.
It just didn't
St.
end up
Louis
working.
had 2 shots in the first period. They just
Which
couldn't
was
find a way to
insane.
beat Joel Hofer.
Yeah, what 2 shots in the first period, separated by 19 minutes and 30 seconds. I want to say, put that away.
I am concerned. The next 3 weeks, I am concerned. I think it's a minimum 3 weeks for Shane Pinto. I'm concerned. But hey,
no, that's what? I don't blame you for taking the panic button out of the glass. Don't show it on screen yet. don't show it on screen. Someone brought it up in the chat earlier. I also saw a tweet about it, so shout out to you if you're the same person. But is December like the new November? Injuries, tough schedules,
I saw that earlier.
Stuff just not working out.
I don't think the schedule's that tough.
Well, I mean, it's not tougher than November, but it's still, you only get 2 2-day breaks, which you're starting one right now, up until Christmas.
Okay. They just went through a 7-game, 16-day road trip. December's not that hard. They have 1 back-to-back game this month.
I mean, I still don't see it as an easy one, though, right?
Oh, I don't mind this month, to be honest. Yeah, this month isn't. It isn't.
You only get these. You get your 3 games in a row at home here.
Yeah, and you should have played better against the Rangers, right? You can't be down 2-0 to New York. Arguably should have found a way to score a goal at some point early on against St. Louis. Like, you're not facing now. You're going to face some tough teams. Yeah,
and my other aspect of this thing too is also, Brady coming back. You're back at home. These are all like minor aspects. Well, Brady coming back isn't minor, but where it sort of makes you expect a lot more out of the team than what we did see out of the November road trip, which I'm willing to admit they overachieved there. But I don't know, with the expectations were so high, and even in the last 3-4 games, we're just
So, but here's
such a reality check, I guess.
This is the reality of like sport fans is win a game, like a big game against Montreal, and then lose a couple, and you're like, oh my God. Well, what if they go on and win the next 2 or the next 3? And then we're like, okay, everything's good. Like,
and then you put the panic button away. I don't have a panic button, so all I do is just overreact.
Like, I understand. Like, I don't think they played well today. I just don't want to see them continue to do it. But there are going to be games where it's 82 games. They're just not going to play well. This game frustrated me. I think they should have won this game. Mm-hmm. Hands down. I don't like Linus Ullmark was fine. He wasn't very busy. Not until the end, I thought. And then he made the great diving save at the end for the empty netter. So we can't blame the goaltending tonight. We can blame special teams tonight, 100%.
Speaking of the end, just I don't know. To me, it was a flashback of last season where game ends up going bad. There's barely any time left. Sens are down, and they just say, "You know what? Screw
Yeah.
it. I'm frustrated. I'm gonna grab the closest guy next to me and force the face off out of the zone."
Well, but like it's an emotional game, as we all know. We've played it or we love it. We like, yeah, you don't want to lose and you don't want to get frustrated. And sometimes it happens. It's the game, like with 7 seconds to go. I'm not sure that Ottawa's pulling that out with the night they've had. So it is what it is.
Another thing too, I wanted to point out, Jake Neighbors obviously got 2 goals tonight. He hadn't scored a goal since October 25th, which is another thing too, where I think I can't remember who it was, but this is the second time this season someone plays a huge game against the Sens when they haven't scored in a while, which funny enough, the last time on October 25th, Blues were playing the Bruins. Neighbors also had 2 goals. I don't know if there's anything to read into there. Maybe.
But the guy scored tonight. Like,
well, the guy scored.
If you're left alone at the side of the net and put your stick on the ice, you may have had a chance to score that second goal. There was no one around.
Oh, I'd find a way to screw it up. I'd find a way.
You were a defensive player, eh?
I was a defensive player that didn't get trusted on the penalty kill, if you want to put it that way.
So yeah. So you were good in the room.
No, I wasn't. That's even
like it's everyone's like, so Fabian Zetterlund, you could say the same thing when he scored and snapped his streak. It was, yeah, he found a way. Like that just happens. That's just part of the game. Just your top 6 guys aren't going to be the ones scoring every game.
Yeah.
That's all.
Another thing I found a little, I don't know, odd, funny, whatever you want to call it. Even without Pinto, that third line ends up being the untouchable line. They still get 8 minutes of ice time, 8 minutes 10 seconds, which still leads the Sens out of any other line.
Of 5-on-5?
At 5-on-5.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah. Well,
you still have 2 of the 3 there, and Greg is still a reliable player.
Yeah.
But at 5-on-5, when you're down late in the game, I don't know. Kachuk just let Zetterlund get a whole minute less. Why not put him out there? Like you brought it up earlier with the D. Like if there's a game you're playing catch up to, give Sanderson that extra ice time. Why not have the same philosophy with the forwards?
Two reasons. One is the matchup. Whoever's on the ice, I will defer to Travis of putting that third line out. Secondly, you know what you're getting. Like, I just didn't feel like that top line had much going tonight.
Like, just they were a little cold, you mean?
In fact, the top 6, like, there's just, it didn't feel like anything was high danger, one-on-one battles. It just, it felt very, I use the term often, pedestrian.
Mm-hmm.
So I trust that line. And Travis is a big, I've learned from the last 2 years, trust is a big thing for him. If he trusts you, you will see more ice time. And that's what that line has done.
Okay. Well, we've seen that.
And he talked about like with Jordan Spence today. And for
That's
the exact same reasons I think we've talked about in the show is he felt like Jordan came from a different system. He needed to understand the way that Ottawa was playing. He needed to figure that all out. He needed to be comfortable. And then he goes, I trusted the guys I had, which means Nick Mattenpalo, to make to change that up. And he goes, and until like basically Spence told him he needed to be in the lineup and prove that he needed to take that spot, he wasn't getting it until that happened. And that's the thing with like Travis needs to trust you in order for you to get more ice time. You can argue that whether it's right or wrong. I totally understand. No. But
we saw
he's the coach and he puts you on the ice.
Now, Spence got a little bit of a test last game. Like, he played next to Sanderson for pretty much the
Yeah.
whole game.
Yeah.
He played a lot of time next to Sanderson tonight when I didn't really expect it. It's obvious that it is a sign of growing trust. Do you think we're going to see more of it, Spence with Sanderson?
Well, the argument would be, I hope not, because that would mean Artem Zub is out of the lineup.
You don't think Zub can come down to the second pair?
I wouldn't do that. No, not in a heartbeat.
Really?
What has Artem Zub done to move him down to play with Thomas Chabot or Tyler Kleban?
Well, I'm not saying he's done anything wrong. What did Batherson do to get moved down to the second line? It's sometimes
that's completely different. One is a top, like you have
you can
four
you
lines, and
cannot
you need to find a way to generate offense. Artem Zub is the perfect guy to play alongside Jake Sanderson because he's the shutdown guy. It allows Jake Sanderson to skate up the ice. Jordan Spence loves to skate up the ice and carry the play. So two guys. And Jordan Spence isn't overly big, he's not overly physical. That's not the same pairing as putting Artem Zub with Jake
they
Sanderson.
played 9 minutes 20 seconds tonight, and I mean I don't think Zub was hurt. So Travis Green sees something.
You're working
there.
him back into a lineup. I think he's not the same.
There's something there, man.
Okay, when you say 8 minutes, because I haven't looked it up.
Yeah,
is that 5-on-5 time or is that any?
That's 5-on-5 time.
Okay,
Sanderson Spence 9 minutes 21
I
seconds.
think Artem Zub is still
Zub.
battling. Like for you to miss a game and then just
possible.
suddenly come back in, I don't believe you are 100%. Because then, what is it that just miraculously healed in 24 hours? Maybe the flu. That's about it.
Yeah.
But I saw he was at the rink on Thursday. I saw him walking around. Saw him Friday, and I don't think it's a flu issue. I think it's a injury issue, and I don't believe you can be 100% missing one game.
And Travis Green didn't just walk up and tell you what was wrong.
Funny, when he walked by me, didn't say, "Hey,
what?
Artie's missing a leg." He did not throw that out there. No,
he didn't say, "Hey, Wally, we should hang out, come to dinner tomorrow." No. He didn't say any of that.
No,
what?
No, that's for Yorkie.
Yorkie gets that treatment, eh?
Yeah,
everyone loves him. Everyone loves him. Next game, Sens get 2 days off, which they hadn't gotten since the Montreal game. Next up against the New Jersey Devils, which you don't like. Well, I don't think you like it when I use that term, but they're another pretty scary team, even though they are, what, 5th or 6th in the Metro? Yeah, 6th in the Metro, 16-12-1 record. So technically a better record than the Sens. What do you see out of them?
Well, Quinn Hughes be a member of the New Jersey Devils by then? That's what I'll be looking at.
Freeman brought it up at intermission, but he said if it's going to happen, it's going to take some time, and they're just in the early process. But,
so the New Jersey Devils have now lost 5 in a row. They've scored 1 goal in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's the same team that we saw that won, like, what was it? 3, 4, 5, 8 games in a row early on.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously not having Jack Hughes in the lineup.
They have a lot of injuries. Kovacevic, Pesci on defense.
I hate the term must win because we all know that with whatever.
If you don't say it, I will.
No, don't bother. Like, there's 40. Was this game 28 tonight?
It's a must win.
No, it's not.
It's a must.
Is that 46? Am I wrong? There's a lot of hockey left to be played, but they're now. I know this sounds really stupid. I can never remember a time
where
we've discussed standings as much as we have this season. They're 3 points out of like a wild card spot. They're, third last in the Eastern Conference. It is like you got to start putting up points. Where we said early on, when at one point through November, like they're getting points. Well, this is a stretch now where they need to start getting points. New Jersey is a tough out. Columbus is playing for, like, was that a 7-6 game today against Boston or Florida? Sorry. Minnesota's tough. Winnipeg, hopefully that's a win. Like, It's a tough road ahead.
There's yeah, like
Let's see what happens.
well, this
I-
is a different season. We talked about it at the beginning, and that's exactly what's happening. There is no team not saying, "Hey, we have a chance at making playoffs." Like
Yeah.
there's maybe three,
Who?
but this
Like, not in the East.
yeah, at the beginning of the season it was Pittsburgh, but not anymore. Actually, you got a point. And
Right,
San
like-
Jose, Chicago, maybe that's in the West.
So Buffalo is currently 7 points out of a playoff spot. They're the furthest away, but they're not going well.
Yeah, they're not trying to get worse.
Let's pack it in. Like it's wild to me, the parity, and I only refer to the Eastern Conference for the most part, of the Eastern Conference standings and how tough it is. Where
Yeah.
every game now is almost a slugfest.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
interesting to watch.
what lets us overreact to the standings. Because
Well, it used to be right the American Thanksgiving, end of November.
Mhm.
There was maybe one team would flip. I don't know how it's going to play out now.
Back to the Devils real quick. Yeah, like I said, they got two big defensemen injured. Jack Hughes, like you said, is out.
Yeah.
Sens legend Jack McEwen also out.
Zach McEwen.
Did I say Jack McEwen?
I think you said Jack McEwen,
Okay,
which is
Zach
his brother. His brother's lovely, but Zach
Oh, I
is
didn't even know. Yeah, I didn't. And
I
another.
don't know. Yeah, it's a brother.
Son of a- and Sens not so legend Evgeny Dodonov also with an injury for them.
I never understood that trade ever.
Yeah.
As soon as they made the trade from Florida to get Dodonov, sorry. I got a text from someone within Florida that said, "I don't know what you're doing." He doesn't play any D and he shoots on the offside. Like he's not the right fit for what you guys need. And he wasn't. Never made any sense for him being a member of the Ottawa Senators.
But overall, even with those injuries, Angus Crookshank probably going to be in the lineup. They're still a scary team, like I called the Blues a couple weeks ago. Yeah, this is going to be another hard game for the Sens.
They all are. Like the Ottawa Senators aren't the Eastern Conference elite NHL team. They are going to fight for a playoff spot. So every game is going to be a battle for them.
Fair enough. Do you want to make a prediction?
No, I need time to sleep.
Oh, come on.
Well,
Come on.
I will defer to Gertie on Tuesday.
Come on. This show is made for unfiltered opinions where you're probably going to be wrong anyways. What do you think I've been doing all season?
I don't know.
I know you don't watch me.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
I don't know. There's a lot can happen in a couple of days. I like Ottawa. They got to win that game. Will the world come to an end? No. But if they're serious about being in an NHL playoff team in the Eastern Conference, they have to win that game.
Okay. That's fair. You don't want to say must win?
Well, it's not must. There's still like 86 points or whatever up for grabs.
It's
like,
not a literal mathematical must win, but just talking momentum wise.
Okay, so the next day they lose on Wednesday. What happened? Nothing happens.
I panic more. And you get closer to pressing that panic button.
People want the toasty.
And the chat keeps calling me toasty.
Jake,
do we really want that, guys?
Do you have the video, Jake?
Please don't.
I don't know if he's got. Oh, he's not. No, we don't have it tonight. I apologize. This is a bare bones operation.
Oh shucks. I'm so pissed right now. Oh no, I really wanted
Jake,
to
this is gonna go in the post game report. All right.
We need if we're gonna have a Cody Toasty thing, we need a salty. Do we have a salty Wally graphic already?
No, there's no. Jake has mailed it in tonight.
Jake, I'm gonna make one and send it to you. You must have it ready.
I did see a comment though. Where is it?
Okay, well, you're.
How is this video not loaded? Jake,
Jake fired.
Jake's gonna have an HR call in the morning.
While you're looking for that, I will be back for the Sens last home game, at least of this stint. Tuesday, 7:00 against the New Jersey Devils. Post game, it'll be me and JMO again. Always fun with that guy, man. So yeah, guaranteed we're gonna win or lose, rain or shine. Kind of a nice day like it was today. Put that away, or kind of a. So was that like an actual press or like a joke press? I'm gonna try to be funny here, but Cody's not gonna.
No, like, what do you mean? No, it has different settings for panic.
There's levels of panic on the panic button.
Yeah, you can like this. Yeah,
this is the high level journalism that you guys tune in for.
Yeah,
Wally. I actually don't want to get this wrong. You have what? 130 years as experience as
pretty much. I think it's slightly less than that, but it's close. Yeah,
a little less. 120. Yeah. Got it. But yeah, we come in here and you guys come and tune in to see him wave a button around and listen to whatever that was.
Hey, listen, it's nearly my. I can do what I want. It's nearly my birthday.
It's nearly my birthday. Before the show started, Wally was like, "Hey, maybe let's not go for 50 minutes. We're reaching the 52-minute mark, which is hilarious because 52. I think he's just trying to stretch it till midnight so it can actually be his birthday during the show.
And then everybody sings to me. Like Jake doesn't even have like happy birthday ready to roll. Like, no, this is very disappointing. I thought there'd be cake. There'd be some extremers go. Nothing.
Well, it's because it's not the day of. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I expect
I have this expired bag of Maynards with me, but I got cough medicine. Or not cough medicine. What's the things? Anyways, Fisherman's Friends. That's what they're called.
What are they flavored?
Cherry freeze.
Oh, cherry's good.
Are they? And sorry, they're not Fisherman's Friends. They're the Vicks brand. But
no, Zoe, there's no midnight stream. No, it's just not be happening.
Oh man. But it was good seeing you, Wally. Have fun tomorrow.
Josh Logue, happy birthday belated is yours on the 4th.
Oh no, sorry, Josh. Yeah, happy birthday, man. Mugs in the mail. Right, Wally?
It'll be yours.
Hold up, Annie. He's hoping Cody will say his name with a French accent for his birthday. The creep all steak. You gotta pay me extra for that, man. Pay me extra.
Brant. I believe.
Bon. We'll see you on Tuesday, everyone. Thank you for being here and putting up with our nonsense. But yeah, see you guys.
Cheers, everybody.
You've been watching Coming in Hotter, your home for Sens post-game coverage all season long. We're live after every game. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a show.